By the end of April, Ukraine will receive another 400,000 large-caliber shells from Czechia as a part of Czech ammunition initiative. According to Novinky Media, this was reported by the country's defense minister Jana Chernyakova. Prague has already allocated 1 billion korunas, which is approximately $45 million, to support the ammo supply program, which is currently funded through until autumn. Last year, Czechia, along with the support of its allies, brokered the delivery of approximately 1.5 million pieces of artillery ammunition of various calibers to Ukraine. Ukrainian defenders downed $600,000 worth of rare Russian Merlin-VR recon drones in the space of half an hour, reported the Ukrainian Comeback Alive Foundation. On Friday, a Ukrainian FPV interceptor crew managed to take down two of the latest Russian reconnaissance UAVs, worth $300,000 apiece. According to open sources, the drone can stay airborne for up to 10 hours and reach altitudes of 5 kilometers. The Merlin-VR can carry a payload of 6.5 kilograms, which allows it to be equipped with a powerful optical module. The drone also comes with a hybrid powertrain, which provides it with low acoustic visibility. Ukraine wrecked almost 1,000 Russian military vehicles in a single week, reported the Ukrainian Armed Forces Commander-in-Chief Alexander Syrsky on Monday. This was achieved using UAVs and distance mining, coupled with the rapid scaling of the unmanned systems, which was implemented as a separate force. Syrsky thanked the Ukrainian Defense Forces for their service, noting they destroyed almost 14,000 vehicles of Russia's forces since the start of 2025. Ukraine's defense initiative Brave One has launched the country's first large-scale military technology marketplace, announced Mikhailo Fedorov, Ukraine's digital transformation minister, on Monday. The marketplace acts as a centralized hub where soldiers can quickly find solutions to their needs. It currently features over 1,000 products across 7 categories, ranging from drones to specialized components. This ensures that soldiers can find not only new systems, but also secure spare parts or alternative solutions when needed. Additionally, Brave One Market will integrate Ukraine's new Combat Points program. Units earn points by verifying confirmed target destructions through moderated video evidence. These points can be redeemed for equipment on the marketplace, with prices displayed in both the hryvnia's currency and points. According to Market's project manager, Brave One plans to expand the platform internationally in the coming year. Russian forces attacked the Dnipropetrovsk region, killing a 12-year-old girl. According to the regional governor Serhiy Lysak, a 6-year-old and 2 adults were injured. The state emergency service reported that a Russian drone struck a residential home in the Samarivsky district, trapping children under the rubble. Neighbors pulled one child from the debris, but the girl died on the way to the hospital. A private house was partially destroyed. Russia once again targeted civilian infrastructure, which has nothing to do with the war, stressed the Ukrainian president after the attack on the Cherkasy region on Monday. In his evening address, Zelenskyy underlined that Ukraine never wanted a single second of war, with Kyiv responding positively to the American proposal for a full ceasefire back on March 11th. Ukraine also proposed to Russia to halt strikes on civilian targets, as well as make the Easter truce a full ceasefire, extending it for 30 days. Moscow, however, rejected all proposals.
Now, yet again, another attempt at manipulation. For some reason, everyone is supposed to wait until May 8th before ceasing fire, just to provide Putin with silence for his parade. We value human lives, not parades. That's why we believe, and the world believes, that there is no reason to wait until May 8th. The ceasefire should not be just for a few days, only to return to killing afterward. It must be immediate, full, and unconditional, for at least 30 days to ensure it is secure and guaranteed. This is the foundation that could lead to real diplomacy.
Meanwhile, commenting on the Kremlin's announcement of a ceasefire during the Victory Day celebration, the White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt stated that the US President Trump wants to see a permanent ceasefire.
I understand Vladimir Putin this morning offered a temporary ceasefire. The president has made it clear he wants to see a permanent ceasefire, first to stop the killing, stop the bloodshed. And while he remains optimistic he can strike a deal, he's also being realistic as well.
The UN Security Council will meet on Tuesday because of Russian attacks on Ukraine and terror against civilians. The meeting will be convened by France, where the presidency of the UN Security Council is currently in rotation throughout April. This was reported by the Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Andriy Sybiha. He stated on X that Ukraine is committed to peace efforts and agreed to the US proposal for a full ceasefire, while Russia did not. This clearly demonstrates who is interested in peace and who wishes to continue the war. Over 24 destroyed cruise missiles and UAVs. This was the result of the work of a single Ukrainian MiG-29 fighter pilot. Rare footage released by Ukraine's Air Force shows the elimination of a Russian Shahed drone in the sky. Usually Russian forces launch UAVs in night attacks. However, this time it was launched in the early morning. The pilot stressed that it's easier to counter drones in the daylight, adding he was happy to see that destroyed aerial threat did not reach its target. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev warned that countries joining NATO automatically become military targets for Russia, reported the Russian state media RIA Novosti on April 29. Medvedev, who currently serves as a deputy chair of Russia's Security Council, was speaking at an educational lecture when he claimed that NATO expansion has only made its new members less secure. Mentioning Poland, the Baltics, Sweden and Finland, he stressed that they are now part of a bloc hostile to Russia. This means they become targets for possible retaliatory nuclear strikes, added Medvedev. A new shipment of 1,500 strike drones was sent to Ukraine from Latvia, bolstering efforts under the International Drone Coalition. According to the country's defense minister, Andris Spruds, these drones are part of a larger order of 12,000 units to be produced by 2 Latvian companies in the first half of 2024 for Ukraine's defense forces. On his X page, Spruds shared videos and photos showing a truck loaded with boxed drones ready for transport. The Kremlin seems to have dismissed Ukraine's call for a 30-day ceasefire, with Putin's spokesperson insisting that such a truce is impossible without resolving unspecified nuances. However, while speaking to journalists, Dmitry Peskov didn't specify which nuances he meant. Peskov claimed Russia remains open to negotiations with Ukraine without any conditions, but said there has been no response regarding Russia's proposal for a temporary ceasefire during the May 9 Victory Day holiday.